This video is for question. This is another one of those where we're asked to go and look at one particular piece of the text. And here we're looking at the purpose. So the author organizes paragraphs 3 through 6 for the purpose of describing the. So this is one of our author's purpose questions. And we're not asked about the overall, asked about the purpose just in those paragraphs. So I'm going to go back into my text and remind myself of what was in paragraph 3 through 6. So one thing I'll look at is the annotations that I made and also important pieces that I underlined because I found them important. That's why annotation is very important, so that you don't have to go back and reread everything and you can just easily retrieve what you found important the first time you read it. So looking at 3 through 6, we learn about Charles Elliott. He had to build a bridge. There was a problem, and then people said he couldn't do it. In paragraph 4, the problem with the rapids, and then we say, oh, this is how we normally build bridges, but there are those rapids. That was a problem. And then people couldn't figure out how to do it. They said, oh, let's do a cannonball. Let's fire a rocket. And so we get this sense of there's a big problem. So I'm looking at the answer choices here. Pedestrians and carriages that cross the bridge. Flew from east to west. Problems the engineers encountered. Parts needed to be able to build the bridge. Well, already I like that I see problems in this one, but let's look here. Pedestrians and carriages that cross the bridge. This one is one of those that you can automatically take off because I actually have nothing in any of those paragraphs about pedestrians or carriages that crossed over the bridge. Winds that usually blew from east to west. I think this one might confuse you just because we have a sense of how crazy the water is, so you might be that winds and water are connected, but this was not an idea that went all the way through 3 and 6. Parts needed to be able to build the bridge. Definitely. We learn about a wire or a string that you need to start it and that you need a small boat, but this is about paragraphs 3 through 6. I don't have any information about parts that you need to build a bridge in any of those other paragraphs. What I do have a sense, all of those paragraphs are the different problems. So I like answer choice H for this one because paragraphs 3 through 6, the main purpose was to establish the problem, and this answer choice was the closest to that. The correct answer is H.